Hello everyone, my name is Brenda Juliana Jimenez Barrera. I'm 20 years old and I'm studying foreign languages with emphasis in English. I'm currently in my seventh semester at UNET. So this video is for the course English 7, English Conversation. So let's start. I have four questions from the tax one, yeah, and I am going to answer them one by one. So the first question say, what is your purpose for studying English as a foreign language? Well, my main purpose for studying English is to travel and learn about different countries and their culture more easily. I really love the idea of discovering new places, new food, traditions, and different ways of thinking in another language. For me, learning English is also learning to see the world from another language, and it is interesting and even fun to think and express yourself in a different way, because sometimes I feel like my personality changes a little when I speak English. I become more expressive and even more confident. Also, I know English can help me get a better job in the future. It can open many professional doors and give me more opportunity. But honestly, beyond money or work, one of my biggest motivation is understanding other culture and experiencing the world in a deeper way. So the con- continue with the second question. Say what aspects are involved in developing speaking skill. Um, Learning to speak English is not only about vocabulary and grammar. Of course, those are important, but speaking also involves practice, confidence, pronunciation, fluency, interaction with others, and sometimes even accent. When we speak, we need to know how to express our ideas naturally in real situations. For example, how to start a conversation, how to respond politely, how to share opinions, and even knowing when certain expressions are appropriate. Language also as context. And speaking improves when we practice in real content, like conversation, presentation, or even making videos like the one I'm recording right now. And well, the third question is, how can you evaluate your progress? Eh, my progress, my progress has been long. I've been studying English seriously since 2022 when I was in 11th grade, and honestly, sometimes I still feel frustrated because I don't always reach the level that my teacher expect. But let's be realistic, learning another language in a Spanish speaking country is not easy. We don't have constant exposure. We don't face real life situation in English every day. Sometimes there is no one to practice with. And that's why I feel I will never stop learning this language. Because English always surprises me. Every word has a purpose, every expression has a context, and there is always something new to discover. So how do I evaluate my progress? I evaluate it when I talk to myself in English, when I look for people online who want to practice, when I force myself to consume content in English, watching, listening, interpreting, speaking, and even thinking in English all the time. I also record myself and compare my pronunciation and fluency over time. If I feel more confidence, if I speak faster without translating in my head, If I make fewer pauses, that means I am improving, you know? And feedback is also very important. When teacher or classmate correct me, I learn from my mistake. Little by little, I can see my growth. And the last one question is, how can you organize continuous language learning? Honestly, motivation is the key. It's hard to stay motivated when you make mistake all the time, like me. It can be frustrating, but mistakes are part of learning, you know? What I try to do is make English part of my daily life in creative ways. For example, I read in English, I cook and name the ingredients in English, and sometimes I even try to cook food from others' country, not only Colombian food. Sometimes I pretend I'm filming at Get Ready With Me video in English like a content creator like TikTok. I imitate accent, I make fun videos, I watch then again to improve my listening. It sounds funny, but it really helps me develop my ear and my confidence. I also watch movie in English, listening to music or podcasts on YouTube, and try to speak every day, even if just at time. Um, what else? The consistency is more important than perfection. If I practice regularly, even I lead a every day, I will continue improving over time. Obviously, I still have many things to improve, but I am motivated to becoming more confident and fluent. Before finish this video, I want to say something important. Learning English is not a linear process. There are topics where I feel more comfortable, like trends on social media or daily life topics. But if you ask me about, I don't know, NASA or basketball, maybe I won't feel as confident. But that doesn't mean I don't know English. It just means I don't know I don't know much about that topic. The same happens in Spanish. If I don't know about something in my native language, it doesn't mean I can't communicate it. It just means it's not my uh, area of interest, you know? So even if I don't know much about a topic, I can still give an opinion or say something related in English. And for me, that's the process, okay? Also, sometimes I can be frustrated not having a perfect English accent, but I was born in Colombia. I have never left the country. I speak Spanish every single day, so having a fair accent is normal. What really matters is that I can communicate my ideas, understand others, and express myself. Obviously, that makes me bilingual in my own way, and I am proud of that. So I think that's all for this video. So thank you for watching, and see you in another video.